4 years ago, I entered into the business and investing world. I decided I wanted to become an entrepreneur, and I made so much mistakes. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you 5 things you must do in order for you to make a lot of money with any business you're doing right now. As long as you want to make a lot of money, these 5 things are going to literally help you save a lot of time and a lot of energy. So number 1 is to have clear goals and clear reasons why you want to start that particular business, because this is where a lot of people fail. You want to start a particular business, you go ahead doing the business, and after you have some hurdles, you stop. That's because you don't have a very strong why. With a very strong why, you can always know that a lot of things are achievable, because if you have a strong reason, that's what a lot of people call passion, right? Because they mistake passion for a very strong why. So if you have a very strong reason why you want to start a particular business, you've seen a burning problem, you've seen a burning desire that you have that you want to accomplish, most people that have a strong why usually last very, very long in business, because your why is going to serve as motivation long term for you whenever you need that fuel in order for you to spark your creativity or ignite your desires and ignite your fire back. Now, number 2 is that you need to make sure that you get all the necessary information about a particular business before you go into that particular business. I've seen so many people start a business and they literally do rubbish. How do you start a business and you have a particular issue and you literally don't even know what to do? That's part of the reasons why I encourage a lot of people to have mentors and to have communities. In fact, you don't have to pay for any mentorship or any course. As long as you know the business, you have an idea of the business, you can easily learn about the business for free on YouTube. And if you can be able to join a community of like-minded individuals, you're always going to see that the business is going to move smoothly for you. So you cannot make this up. You need to make sure that you have enough information about any business you're going into. You need to make sure that you know about taxes you're going to pay, how profitable the business is, the business market cap, how much you can possibly make from the business, because I can't count the amount of people who go into business with a lot of expectations and end up with their expectation being cut short. That's simply because you don't even know the full information about a business. There's some business I cannot do. Never. Any business right now that is not going to make me at least 100 million naira per month, I'm not interested. Because the business I even do currently can make me over 50 million per month. So why do I want to do a business that can make me less? I'm always looking forward. So if you're bringing a business to me and telling me to invest in that business, if you're not doing 100 million, I'm not interested. So it's always important that you have enough information about the business so that you will know how much you can possibly make from a business. In fact, there are various ways to know how much you can make from a business. There's something called market cap, right? Which means that if the total market cap of crypto is 6 trillion naira, or let's say 2 trillion naira, nobody can make more than 2 trillion naira from crypto market. Anybody who tells you that is a crypto trillionaire and he has 2 trillion, nobody can make more than that. In fact, you cannot own 100% of all the market share in the world. So make sure you get all the information about the business. You can get it through courses, through mentorships, and through joining communities of people that are of like minds and running the same businesses with you. Number 3 is that you should get a kind of mentorship. Now, I'm repeating this from the last point because it is too important. The way business is designed is that you are literally coming there to come and solve problems. So when you're trying to solve a particular problem, there's a high chance that you're going to meet other problems on your way to solve problems for other people. So when you meet problems that you don't necessarily know how to solve, the next person you need to turn to is your mentor. And of course, your mentor is not going to spoon feed you. He's not going to tell you that, okay, this is exactly the thing you need to do or any of all those things. No, there are different ways you can learn from your mentors. There are different ways you can understand how your mentors does things. In fact, I have a lot of mentors. Some are dead, some are alive, some I've never ever seen them before. It's called distant mentoring. All right, so you need to have distant mentors and close mentors. So close mentors are those ones that you have the opportunity to pay for their programs and stuff like that, but you might not necessarily have access to them all the time, because there's how you're going to do it, and you're literally going to be abusing the access that you have to all those mentors. And most times, those mentors are literally just going to run away from you. You need to make sure that you need to start investing in yourself by having mentors, because mentors are literally going to help you a whole lot. I'm talking about what works for me. So this might not be something that you might find interesting, but trust me, like, it worked for me, it worked for a lot of people. In fact, I have a lot of students that I've mentored and they too have become millionaires. So me, I definitely know that the mentorship system works. If you think about the Igbo apprenticeship system, you notice that most Igbo guys that are in Nigeria, for instance, They just have to spend like 2 years with their mentors, and they get their freedom, they go and open their shop, and they make a lot of money for themselves. But you spend 5 years in school, all you have are teachers, not mentors. There's a difference. Because when it comes to a mentor pays serious attention to details, and they are more practical. No matter what it is, whatever kind of business you're doing, it's always important for you to have mentors. The third thing you need to do is that you need to make sure that you implement every knowledge you get from the course you read, or from the mentorship you did, or from the inner circle you joined, or whatever, because implementation is where the money is. If you spend all your time watching courses, reading books, you make literally no money. There's no money for how much courses you read, or how much books you read, or how many masterminds you attended, or any of those things. No, you make money when you actually do shit. When you make money when you actually do the stuff that you need to do. So you need to make sure that you're implementing every single time, every single day. You're actually doing something that actually solves a problem that can literally make people to give you money in exchange. Now, number 5 is that you need to make sure that you stay consistent. In fact, my pastor used to say that you need to make sure that you have staying power. Now, that simply means that no matter what happens in the business, no matter the ups and downs, because it's not always going to be smooth, it's not always going to be interesting, but trust me, it is highly rewarding. In fact, I prefer to work 8 hours per day and make $1 million than to just work 3 hours per day and just make maybe $200. No, I don't want to do that. I want to go through the stress, and I want to make a lot of money for myself for the stress that I've been put through. That's the reason why I told you that there are some businesses that I can never ever do in this life, because those businesses just have so much stress attached to it and very little profit. So you're always going to have upsides, you're always going to have downsides. In fact, you have more downsides than upsides. But the good thing is that the upsides, if you have 10 upsides and you have 20 downsides, the 10 upsides are going to cumulatively be higher than the 20 downsides that you have, because downsides are usually very small, and when you go up, you usually go up so much. So business is like a compounding effect. It's not like, it is a compounding effect. The more you do it, the more money you make. The more you stay, the longer you stay, the more experience you get, the more skills you attain, the more people you meet, the more network you get, and the better your business has a chance of making it when it comes to the online space or the offline space, or in the grand scheme of things generally. So guys, those are 5 things you need to make sure that you do in order for you to make a lot of money online with your current businesses before you start your business.